Hey everyone, Erod here with my latest haul video. This is going to consist of my recent CGC submissions that I received. There was two separate orders of 4 books apiece, 4 moderns and 4 older books that I submitted, I believe in like November, but I had them pressed by CCS, and that takes quite a bit of time. CGC has moved up their times, but pressing still takes quite a bit of time. Pretty happy with everything I got. I had 1 or 2 that were graded a little tough in my opinion, but the biggest thing was just getting these books. I recently moved and my packages were in transit when this happened, and it was a motherfucker just tracking down these books. And fortunately I have a good mail carrier who helped me out, and I was able to get my books, both packages at the same time, although one shipped almost a week and a half before the other one. But they're safe and sound, and that's all that matters in the long run. So let's just start it off with this. This book here was a book that, if you've seen some of my older videos, I found at a local flea market for $1. And I was super happy, especially with everything that's coming out now. The Matina variant came out for all new Wolverine, and that's the Venom variant. Going with that theme, this is Uncanny X-Men #5. The Venom variant. I thought this book was going to grade maybe another 0.2 up, so a 9.4. It had some obvious spine ticks, but 9.4, hoping for a 9.6 with pressing. Unfortunately, it came back a 9.2, but for a book I paid $1 for and about $16 for the slab with my discount, you know, it's a profit, so I'll keep it. Probably move this book along. Next book I got graded was this. Happy with this grade that I got there. It's a 9.4. Purchased this book from Vince, a Semper Fi comic guy, and you know, he was pretty accurate. He said it was a 9.4. He had ETA Nick take a look at some of the pictures of it, and exactly what it came back, a 9.4. But as usual, Vince is a solid guy and gave me a really good deal on this, so I did very well with this book. I'm happy to have this in my collection. You know, beautiful Alex Ross cover, 9.4, high grade. I'll take that every day of the week. Next book I've had in my collection for a couple of years. I won it, I don't know, a raffle back in the day for having a hard problem with these, for $25. And beautiful copy of Y the Last Man. And I mean, that's a big profit. That's 9.6 is probably going for about $300 now. So $25, throw in, you know, everything else, maybe $50, $60 invested in the book, $300 book. Take that every day of the week. That's a win for me. But happy to have this. In fact, you haven't read this. This is a great storyline. And like I said, you look at that, they're grading super tight on these books now. That book is almost flawless. I think there was one small little tick, and, you know, knocked it down. But I'll take the 9.6. And then this is the book. I was hoping a higher grade, but I'm still very happy with this one and the grade it came back. And that's Uncanny X-Force #20. This is also the Venom variant. This one was also found for $1, and the prices on this book are through the roof. If you follow the market on this, a 9.8 on this book is a $1,200 book. A 9.6 has been sold for $700, so this is in probably the $500 range. So $1, you know, and everything else, let's say $40 invested in this book, $500 book, I'll take that any day of the week. I was hoping for a 9.6, but then when I took a look at it, it had an obvious little crunching error up top, and there's 1 or 2 ticks on it. So, you know, the 9.4 is justifiable. I was hoping they would grade a little lenient, but, you know, they've been pretty strict lately with their grading. So, anyway, that's the modern ones. Again, if you want to take a look at that, it's a really nice cover. And besides the Amazing Spider-Man one with Mary Jane Watson, this is probably the most sought after Venom variant. Those are the moderns, and I'll show you the older books I got. This is my biggest disappointment out of all of them. If I can get it to stand, Star Wars #1, the original, from 1977. When I purchased this book, I bought it from somebody who's a reputable dealer. I purchased this as if it was a 8 to an 8.5, and it came back a 7.5. I think it was graded pretty harshly. They were really strict on it, and there was no leniency on this book. So I took a little bit of a loss on that, but that happens every once in a while. But still, great book to have in the collection. I'll probably just get some signatures on this and see if I could, spice this book up a little more that way. And then I'll probably move this to get a higher grade. But 7.5 on Star Wars #1, that was my disappointment for this set. The rest of the books I'm pretty happy with, and I'll show you and I'll tell you why. #2 from that set is this. And it's just a beautiful copy of Marvel Premiere #15, first appearance of Iron Fist. I bought this almost 3 years ago from a guy that I was sold his original collection, and he had a couple little marks on there that I showed it and talked him down. And if you believe it or not, I got this book for $23. $23 right now, and at 7.0 on this book right now, about a $250 book. So, I'm not selling most of these books. Most of them will stay in my collection forever. It's always good for me. The reason I do the CGC is I have a price point. If I ever decide to sell some of these books, or, my children in the future, at least it's a lot easier for them to be able to move these books if they have a specific grade to them. So $23, not a bad investment. Here's another really, really good deal I got. I picked this book up and I paid probably like 5.5 price for it. Guy knew what he had, but didn't know, and I've talked about this before, he didn't know that the defects he had were pressable. So he was looking to move it, and I was able to point out and articulate a bunch of pressable defects. Not calling them pressable, just letting him know that he had some defects to the book, some waviness to the book. A couple of ticks that, didn't break color, but was still ticks showing on the book. Brought that all out to him. I got it for about $200, and this book now, 8.0, beautiful, high grade, is a $400 book. So super, super happy to get this back in the collection. First appearance of Blade. And the last book, I'm just happy to have this in my collection in any grade. When I bought it, I bought it in a 5.0 range. That's what I paid for it. It came back a 5.5. Sorry about that. This new stand and give me a bit of a hard time. But there you go. Amazing Spider-Man #129, first appearance of Frank Castle, the Punisher. I mean, this book is just skyrocketed with nothing but room to grow. So page quality on this is cream to off-white. I wasn't that thrilled with that, but just to have this in my collection, I got this pressed out. Gave it about a half a grade bump up on it, which I was happy with. But all in all, not too disappointed with my grades. I think I did pretty good with them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Actually going to Big Apple Comic-Con this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to meet up with my boys, the New York Warriors, out there because I have an outstanding commitment on Saturday. But I am going with my son on Sunday, and we're going to go get the man, the legend, Frank Miller. And you'll see what book I'm going to get signed by Frank Miller. It's a book I wanted for a long time, and I'm finally going to get that book accomplished. So little by little, my goals are being accomplished. 2017, I didn't think I was going to get Frank Miller autograph, being that he does so far and few in between, but I'm going to be fortunate enough to get one. So thank you to all my new subscribers, to all my regular subscribers. Again, shout out to all you guys. Please hit the like, subscribe buttons, and leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Peace.